Good evening and welcome back to the Crucible, where we've reached the semi-finals of the Halo World Snooker Championship. And what a turn of events we've seen so far. So the Master against the Apprentice, well, it didn't quite go to script earlier on, as Jing Tong flew through his session of snooker against the Rocket at supersonic pace.
The atmosphere electric. The tip, that is the big question at the moment. Always missable those. Just to start the Zhao Jing Tong would have wanted. No. That was a dreadful shot. Made the plant. Zhao Jing Tong, 4 frames played. He's won all of them.
Can you believe that? And the prospect, given the 7 times world champion, a whitewash in the morning session.
Can't afford to do that. Changing of the guard, maybe. Right here, right now. Absolutely wonderful. 8 frames played, he won them all.
Well, let's begin the evening by bringing you up to date with the current state of play. So as you can see, it's Zhao Jing Tong that leads Ronnie O'Sullivan 12-4. Jing Tong is just 5 frames away from a place in the final. And as for Judd Trump and Mark Williams, they left things at 8 each earlier on this afternoon. Williams winning the final 2 frames of the afternoon, 2 very important frames to win. But it's a pleasure to have your company. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night. We have a great crowd in here tonight. You looking forward to it? We have a lot of Ronnie fans in the video, and Jing Tong, and fans of you guys as well, so it's brilliant. But Ken, you watched closely the session between Jing Tong and Ronnie O'Sullivan. It must be so frustrating for Ronnie to have those issues with his tip. What might have happened between the end of that session and now?
Well, we know he changed his tip before the session. Apparently he's changed his tip now even before this session as well. So he's had a lot of tip problems, a lot of ferrule problems. He's obviously not very confident. When you start missing shots like this, I mean, this was a shot off the cushion, but there was it was an array of shots that he missed today. Misplaced shots, pots, safety shots. You know, this one, like, quite a long way away. It's very debilitating for your confidence, you know, when you're not fully in tune with your tip and your ferrule and your cue. And that's exactly what happened today. And also, every time he missed, his opponent punished him severely.
Well, that's a really good point there, because when Ronnie O'Sullivan did make any mistakes, and you can see the frustration there for him, but Jing Tong had to maximise on it, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, and it's been the tale of the tape so far through the tournament for Ronnie. He said himself the other night after a victory that no one's put it up to him throughout the week. He kind of cruised through to this stage. He said himself he wasn't playing at the best of his form. But for the first time in the tournament, and it's taken Zhao Jing Tong to do it, someone's gone, no, hang on a minute, I'm going to take my chances. And that's why we find ourselves in the situation we're here now.
It is. And for Jing Tong, of course, I mean, you talked many times about going through qualifying, going through all the matches here to get to this stage. He must be full of confidence coming into tonight.
He's so confident. And, like, the big question was when he got to the one table setup, because completely different, changed whole the dynamics of this beautiful Crucible theatre. And he absolutely loved it. He saunters around the table. He plays with such grace, such poise, such calmness. And, you know, his talent is there for everybody to see. It's fantastic stuff.
It is fantastic stuff. Well, you can see both players are waiting backstage. There's Zhao Jing Tong, about to walk out here for the biggest session of snooker of his life, arguably.
This is it. This is his biggest moment of his career, of his young life to this point. He's worked so hard to get here. You know, there's been a redemption story in play. It's been incredible. Can he finish it off?
That's the question. Over to you, Rob Walker.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to what could be a truly momentous night here at the Crucible. Can the first timer close in on a spectacular win and a maiden appearance in the final, or will the established star bounce back in his own inimitable style? The atmosphere is absolutely electric tonight. You can sense the tension in the air here in Sheffield. So here we go. with a blockbuster Friday night of semi-final action at the Halo World Snooker Championship. Please welcome a man emerging for the biggest session of snooker of his life. He is just 5 frames away from becoming only the second Chinese player in history to make a World Championship final. What an incredible run he's had here in Sheffield. Can he keep it going? Let's find out. He's the Cyclone, Zhao Xun Tong. And now to the greatest player our sport has ever known. A history maker, a record breaker, more than capable of turning it on tonight. The 7-time champion of the world, the Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Such an incredible reception from the crowd here at the Crucible tonight. Look, this is a massive session in store for both players for very different reasons. So let's take you straight to your commentators for tonight, Stephen Hendry and John Virgo.
Thank you, Seema. Good evening, everybody. As we just see a replay of Ronnie coming down the stairs.